wickedness of these men and women who we have always trusted over the years. Mr. Najawash, I want you to mark this. Nothing will happen to Atiku Abubakar. Nothing will happen to Mr. Ahmed Bola Tinubu. This is Nigeria where criminals, the real criminals, move scot-free. In a normal situation, I don't know how long we're going to remain in this imaginary normal situation, because I'm tired of using that statement. But if they don't handle this election very well, I see a Nigeria where the youth are going to run over government houses. It's coming. If the INEC middle with this same Abu Salami, if they want to do it, business as usual politics. I see in Nigeria, what happened in Sri Lanka will be nothing compared to what's going to happen. Because the Nigerian youth are becoming fearless, they are becoming bold, and they're asking questions. So I really call for the arrest again of Ahmed Bola Tinubu. He should be in jail in spite of the allegations, and also Atiku Abubakar should also be in jail. These are men that have ruined this country, and I will drop my humble logo marquee here with that logo apart. Thank you, Mr. Najawash.
All right. Thank you very much, my brother, Mr. Alex. Thanks for your submission. Okay, let's move on to Emeka Elobi. Thanks very much for your patience. Please talk to us.
Hey, how you doing? Good morning from Dallas, Texas. Before I begin, I have a question. I was looking at your title, Peter leads in the race. Is there a poll that came out for that, or do you have any information on that?
Which poll?
I'm just looking at your title, Peter Obi leads in the race. So I'm wondering if there was a poll that came out.
No. There's no poll yet. It's the previous polls. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Now to Dino, whatever his name is. Like I said last week, it's a case of the kettle calling the pot black. You have two criminals, so I don't take them seriously. I've actually stopped listening to them. So I don't care about what Dino says, because the one you're shouting, arrest Tinubu will shout back, arrest Atiku.
Yeah, but we like that. Though. We like that.
That's what I'm saying.
I like to praise themselves.
That's what I'm fine with them shouting. Both of them keep fighting. Go ahead and keep fighting. But me personally, I don't care, because that thing can be flipped either way. So you call Tinubu will tell DSS to arrest. So I like, in fact, arrest both of you. All of you go to jail together. What's this guy? Sure, I actually agree with what Shola said, but I actually agree with what you said, Mr. Niger, that he's exposing himself too much. I think that's in a way my issue with Shola. He's not very tactical, because I'm sure like Peter Obi believes the same thing, but there's a way you will say it, but you don't say it. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like
exactly.
It's too open. It's exposing, like you're giving all you're exposing your cards basically, and it goes back to that is why, in as much as I like him, I don't think it will take him a while to get to the presidency. And that's my honest opinion, because he's not tactical. That's my issue with him. But other than that, everything he said
today,
I totally agree with him.
Same here.
And Tinubu again showed up there after how many weeks and slept off. So that's nothing new. Meanwhile, anyway, but that's different. Like my Mr. Alex said about the native doctor, that's everyone's. That's up to her. In a democracy, for whatever religion you practice, as long as you don't infringe on my rights, that is fine. So if you believe in that, believe in it. If you don't believe in anything, don't go that way. As long as you don't infringe on my personal beliefs, I don't have an issue with it. But I'll leave it there. But if you have any recent polls, because I know, I know IOI said they'll do a new poll before the election. So if you have anyone that's out recently, I'd like to take a look at it.
Not out yet, but we are expecting another post next week. So hopefully
Next week. Okay.
Yeah, we'll bring it here. Thank you very much, sir. Okay, I'd like to hear from Mr. Chuks Ibubueze. Thanks for joining us and thanks for your patience. Talk to us.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Niger Watch. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone watching us. Good afternoon, fellow panelists and those on the comment section. Yeah, I'm gonna start with Showore. Yeah, he's he's a person that when he sees something going wrong, he cannot keep quiet or keep mute. And I think most Nigerian politicians should as well, reason with him. I know he fell short of saying this is how they keep using their age, to make sure they keep the youth down. I see him, wanting to say that, but he just keep it cool. He said it as it is. You are doing you're organizing a peace. I don't even know what they call it, a peace meeting or peace accord or whatever. But people have died. We have not hear you as a collective entity come out to say, hey, this must stop. What is the essence of signing this peace accord? They have signed this the first peace accord before the death of the woman in labor woman leader in Kaduna. They have signed the peace accord when the governors are restricting people from carrying out campaign in their states. They have signed the peace where they keep all these politicians keep coming out and calling criminals no criminals and this and that, and calling even as far as using their ethnicity and religion. And we have not had them come out to make statement. I don't believe in what they're signing there. It's as simple as ABCD. I don't believe it for one day. And Showore was right to say that. They don't know why the elders who are doing all these crimes are not them themselves signing out that peace. Look at it. When they come to this, Abdul Salam, he spoke there, pretending he doesn't understand. But when they go on ballot papers, they put it alphabetical. When they go out on other districts, they do it alphabetical. But when it comes to doing it the way it should be, it doesn't matter if the parties are strong or not. Then they start telling us again how old those parties were. That those parties are well established. That those parties are those ones we are looking forward to elect again. That's just the pure meaning of what they did there. So I don't get it if every 4 years on election time, they have to bring the likes of Abdul Salam and his group to come and preach to us. While something is happening, they can't even talk. I don't understand that. So I'm in support of Showore for letting them know that we are just coming there just to say, hey, I'm not involved. That's the only thing I believe Showore, the reason why Showore was there.
Wait.
Excuse me. I think somebody's background is noisy.
Go ahead, sir. I'll sort that out. Thank you.
Okay. So, all these things are the kind of intimidations the old politicians or the senior the people that were supposed to be called senior citizens of Nigeria are doing to those they're calling future leaders. But we don't see the future in that. If we can gather together with them and they continue to lie, even on our faces. Because what they did there was to lie. Thank God for Showore. He has made it clear that he's not going to shut his mouth and see something going wrong and he partake in it. Yeah, coming to the video I also showed of Paul Biya of Cameroon. This is, you see, I'm not sorry for Cameroon. I'm not sorry for the kind of disgrace they are getting. Because this is, everybody know, both white, black, and call it, everything know the reason why Africa is where they are today. It's because of all this, our culture. I'm not saying our culture is bad, but there are some things in our culture that is very, very wrong. And it is high time we need to deal with those things. And that is exactly the same thing Showore was reminding them at that peace accord. Because this person is an elderly person, you can't say. I mean, we got to say it as it is. If you bring yourself out and you're farting or peeing in your body, we're supposed to be making laugh of it. It doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, whether we laugh.
My brother, please, can I ask you a question there, please?
Yeah.
I didn't address that issue, but for me, you are right. Our culture is a bit too much on the way we are asked to shut up when we're supposed to talk. But looking at the colonial influence, the colonial masters' influence, French are the ones backing especially in the Francophone territories. France continuously to take out activists like you and I in these French countries, and they impose people that they can control for years. So the Cameroonians are complaining that Paris should leave their country alone. French presence is very conspicuous in these territories. So whether you like it or not, whether you say you don't blame another man for your problem, the French and the British, in the case of Cameroon and Paul Biya, the French are destroying our countries. I hope Mr. Peter Obi, we send a delegation to go to Buckingham Palace to review the 1914 amalgamation on how Nigeria became a fraudulent social contraction. It's happening in Cameroon. They've been trying to protest. They've done a lot of outcry, but the French keep suppressing them with weapons. So what do you say about that, sir?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. You know, our problem has been our colonial masters and those foreign interests in our countries. But then again, it's all happening all over the world. People having interest in other countries. But the citizens must rise up to the occasion, because if we continue to allow these leaders, those we call leaders, to continue to sell us out. You see how the Egyptians, they reacted when Mubarak or whatever his name is, was, messing them up. You see how Sudan reacted. That's what we need. Because if we said no, just like Mr. His Excellency Obi said, that that time has come. No man can stop it. And until the people come out in unison and said enough is enough. If all Cameroon, they're doing southern and northern Cameroon or whatever, this somewhere it is in Nigeria. That's why they never have any kind of results when they mourn, when they complain, when they protest, because we are. Look, the major thing they use against us, when they sponsor these criminals have people among us, again, they are sponsoring. That is the thing. And until we say no to this, we will continue to suffer this. Every one of us, even children as young as 10 years old, knows why Africa is in the state where it is today. Is that same respect we are talking about? Because the first thing they remind you is that we are Africans. Go and check all over the radio, TVs in Nigeria. The first thing they tell you is we are Africans, we have respect. Even though you are dying, you are crying out, saying, look, I am dying because you are suppressing me. They still expect you to shut your mouth. Until we conquer all this colonial mentality, we are not going anywhere. Why are we in this mess in the first place? Because we don't think we have any value. Look at our police. These police are trained. It's the same system the colonial masters, the training they gave to them in order to be able to control us. They are still using the same thing. Go to our police training. Go to our army training. You see how they treat them like they're not human beings. That is an initiation. That when you go out there, make sure you call them bloody civilians and deal with them the way you want. That is the problem. And I hope Mr. Obi, when he comes, he needs to take a look at our policing system. Because until we conquer those things they put in their brain, we are not going anywhere. That's why when you come out on the street to perform your civil duty, they are against you. Today, they are begging us to go and vote. Now they know that is our civil right. But when they are doing wrong, you come out on the street, they forget it's the same call. They called you to come and bring these people. That is the same call you have by coming out to stand against this injustice. But yet, they come against us. So until all of us, it doesn't matter where you come from, understand that the same hunger that is in Muslim is the same hunger in Christian. It is the same the price you buy everything. It affects you the same way it affects me. It will not say because I'm an Igbo man, it will affect me differently. It will not say because I'm a Yoruba man, it will affect me differently. This is the reason. Until we conquer all this, we are going nowhere. And that is why I am very happy today that the number of youth that registers outnumbers them. They cannot give us any excuses. They cannot. My only prayer to them is for them to go and get their PVCs and ready to come out and vote these people. Because these likes of Abdul Salam, if we like it or not, if we refuse to vote them out, we will see him next 4 years, next 8 years. Keep calling us for peace accord. I yield here. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Shooks. Thanks for your submission. All right, before I move on to the next person, Imam Billion, thanks for the super chat. God bless you. You don't buy water for me. I'm very, very grateful. Thank you. Please help us to share this broadcast, like the broadcast. If it's your first time here on this channel, please subscribe with us and hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified whenever we are here. We are going to be coming out again tonight by 6 p.m. It's already after 5 o'clock now. So, yeah, we're going to be talking about divorces that is happening in Nigeria. Why do we have so much divorce? Who to blame, men or women? We're going to be talking about that from 6. So no politics. I guess this is going to be the only politics we have today, or maybe there might be another political discussion after that broadcast. Meanwhile, let's move on. We have Mr. Pansat with us. Mr. Pansat, thanks very much, sir, for joining us. Good afternoon. Talk to us.
Good afternoon, and Mr. Elvis and the entire Niger Watch ecosphere. By the way, when they do that divorce program, they must not spare the Nigerian government, the economy, all that lead to all kinds of chaos in the marriage. And there's no jobs, no dignity. When a man cannot go work hard and feed his family. Anyway, so right now, I will deal with some of the topics we have here. It's never a pleasant thing to criticize an ally or a good guy, such as Sowore. But it has to be said, because it's now many instances, and some of them are really cutting close to the bone. Who is this man, right? We know that he's a very good activist. We know he's courageous. Now, Alex, I'll give you respect as I talk about this. I know how much you love Showore, and we all do. There's no doubt about that. But at some point, we have to start calculating what's holding us down. We have to tell ourselves the truth. I believe that Mr. Chikso was eloquent, and he's going to be more eloquent than I am on this, when he tried to reduce it to what I call judgment. I believe Showore lacks judgment, the ability to make considerable decisions or come to sensible conclusions, to discern, right? When you're doing harm, for example, in law, there's something they call, it's not mens rea, where you know what you're doing. You have the intent to do harm to somebody. But there's another thing they call actus reus, which means you may not have the intent to do harm, but you are liable because of omission. You may not have committed it, but you neglected to act, and you're liable. Time and time again, we discussed this earlier during the emergence of Obi. Showore, a lot of people who like Obi liked Showore as well, because we wanted a new generation. And we're talking about Showore's culpability when it comes to the Jonathan versus Buhari election of 2015. And of course, the activities leading to that election, which would have started 2014 or so. And Showore was all over the place denying that he brought Buhari, which is, yeah, you didn't go out there campaigning for Buhari. That's true. But if you campaigned against Jonathan in a bilateral, in a election between two people, and you are out there hopping on Jonathan unfairly, dipping your hands on that scale, what do you think you're doing? What do you think you're doing? We're sensible people who can make judgments, not by just the act, but your failure to act is something else, just like he's doing right now. There's an election going on where you have 3 or 4 major candidates. Unless you're delusional, it's not a negative word to say that somebody's delusional. It means that that person has a fixed belief in light of conflicting evidence. It's a form of pathology. It's quite different from somebody who has false information, confabulation. You have a pathological situation when you're delusional, you've seen the evidence, but you insist. There is no way Showore is going to win this election. So there has to be a time that he has to make a judgment call, especially when we're on the precipice. I mean, even a form of syllogism, which is deduction from what he says that you could deduce from the premises of what he's saying. I am making this case because, I mean, it pains my heart. I'm reluctant to make it, but it needs to be made. Showore lacks judgment. For example, now he goes in front of this peace accord to sign a peace accord. And there were our elders there, bad actors, but our elders and statesmen, former military head of states such as Abdul Salami. There's a decorum called there. An activist could make a presence there and say things like, no justice, no peace. True. They want peace accord, but we have to have justice here. Showore's problem is not where he's sitting. It's what he's saying and how he's saying it. He has been heard many times and he has a platform of his own. He has done everything wrong. But it's inexplicable that today, such a loved young man cannot discern the difference between Obi and Tinubu, Obi and Atiku. If he says that, he's a liar. But not just him, anybody who says that they cannot tell the difference, that such a person is a liar. Now, once you're a liar, you're out. Doesn't matter what else virtue you may possess, especially in this day and age. Now, I was contacted Showore 8 years ago, 9 years ago, and I said to him, your paper, your online paper is very popular. We'd like to go there, we'll make comments. But it's heavily laden on corruption. Corruption is bad. They will have a lot of our people getting killed. A lot of people are getting killed, and you're going to have to be concerned about that. I'll give you an example. I say, if you're sitting in a supermarket, let's say Lekki Market, Spa, in Victoria Island, ShopRite, and somebody comes in there, two people come in, attack at the same time. One person is stabbing somebody. The other person is giving bribe to the manager and taking some good or something like that. Who are you going to chase after first? I don't know about him, but I'm going to go after that murderer, get his license plates or whatever, if he's trying to escape. All right? You have to care. Like Mr. Obibueze said earlier, you had Deborah killed, you had so many people being killed in Nigeria, but your fixation with corruption or who took Abiola's mandate, it's bewildering. And it's in light of what we're going through. People want to take our lands. You have injustice all over the place in appointments in the country and such things. But now that you have another chance, you've already been criticized that during Jonathan and what's the name of our president now? Buhari's election. Yeah, Buhari. You didn't play a fair game. You some of the things you committed were by omission. If you criticize Jonathan, you are for Buhari in that case. Just like now, if you stay neutral here or keep running, what are you doing? You're against Obi, that's it. Because you're supposed to be in accord with the youth, with the truth, with emancipation of our country. This is not about Obi, you know that. Obi himself have said it. The election, the campaign, is not about Obi. Obi is a vehicle, a special vehicle for Nigerians to take their country back. Now, if you were doing as good as, if you're viable, if you're competitive, fine, that would make sense. It's democracy. There's nothing special about Obi from anybody else. But at some point, you have to call and invoke judgment. That's what you're being looked at here. If you go out there in front of that audience there and you stand up and you protest where you're sitting, yes, okay, Mr. Abdul Salami acknowledged that. Yeah, that's a point there. But that's just for a headline for a day or two. He goes out to say that he's against Abdul Salami because every military person that partook in Abiola's mandate being stolen. But look at Mr. Abiola, my friend. Look. Aside from the youthfulness, is there really any difference between Abiola and Tinubu? I really don't think so. Not in allegations. Even Fela himself, who is a crusader of truth, even though it comes in the form of music, it's an art. There is no big show where it's not Fela's pinky toe when it comes to activism. Fela is not a Nigerian activist. He's human rights activist because He tells the truth all the time. He has the right judgment. So let me conclude. I know I've been given a courtesy here to go on and on. I was going to talk about the other topic, but I'll make it up by not going further because we have a very good panel here. They will handle that. Let me just say that when you're doing anything in large scale for the future, you have to be truthful. It's like building a computer language. It's binary, 1, 0. That's it. It could be 1001. It could be 11000, but you're never going to see a 2 in there. You're not going to see a 3. You're not going to see a 4. It's simple. The language of God, nature, simplicity, light. Be truthful. Don't worship idol. Don't cuddle Showore if he's doing the wrong thing for a leader. He is not going to be president of Nigeria because, one, he lacks judgment. We need him now. Now, not yesterday, not tomorrow, today. All of us have, and he knows that it's a formidable adventure to take back our country. Come and help us. It's not on that day, if they steal this election, God forbid, on the 25th, you put on a shirt that says, take it back. No, take it back now. We need you. It's a lot of people who are conflicted because they love you and they love the youth. You don't have to be in charge. You don't have to be the star. Leave Abiola alone. Whether he's a saint, this is not a national issue. This is not a regional Yoruba issue. A lot of people love you. If you want to, I would never vote for you based on the fact that I believe that you lack judgment. Period. But a lot of people still love you. Get on the wagon and help pull this thing out of the ditch. Forget about the limelight. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Bansa. Thank you so much for your submission. All right, my people, thank you so much. I appreciate you all. Now, now we'll go draw the curtain. Like I said before, we have another topic, a very important topic in the next 1 hour. Endeavor to join us and let's do this together. I thought I should bring politics in for the topic so that I don't want it to look like we're missing out. So we'll come back later. I appreciate you all. Everyone on the comment section, thank you very much for joining us. Now God bless you. Now help us to share this broadcast. Imam Billion, once again, thank you so much for the super chats. And those of you that have shared, we want to say we are very, very grateful. Those of you that have liked, I want to say we are very, very grateful. Now God bless you. Now, thank you very much for all my people that have joined me today on the panel. Two could not wait to give their submission. What happened here on this panel is turn by turn. We cannot just stop the people that have been here before you and start giving you time. So if you know you want to join this panel, I don't know how they do it in another panel though, but on our panel, it's all about first come, first serve. So, but though you can interject, but you cannot take other people's space, turn, except they allow you to do so. Meanwhile, I appreciate you all. Thank you very much, my people. Now God bless you. Now help us to share this broadcast, like the broadcast. Join us again by 6. If we can't come out by 6, it might be 6:30, but between 6 and 6:30, we're going to be here talking about relationship, divorcing, and violence, and the things that is possibly causing divorces in Nigeria. These are the things that we're going to be talking about. So join us. If you have any idea, you have things to talk about, or if you have your own story, why not come and talk to us and let many learn from you. Thank you very much, my people. And Alex, please talk to us 1 minute and let's round up.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Nigeria. Maybe I will come to that program. Maybe so I'll come and give everybody some lecture about relationship and marriage. Okay, that's on a lighter note. Guys, we are very close. They said we were going to run out of steam. They said we are in one room. It's just a social media thing. Some say we are like Andrew Liversalt. We are going to die down, but thank God, the hand of God is with Mr. Peter Obi. For the first time in Nigerian political history, you see two parties fighting themselves dirty in the public. for the for the aggrandizement of the other one or the other major party. It has never happened. Obi is a very nice man. He's a good leader, a tough man, a solid man, a respectful person. He got the required experience and credentials. He's a father, a husband, a brother. So I'm very happy with the way things are going, and we are ready to storm the polling units, to storm the electionary ground. Nigerian youth are ready. It's a continuation of the NSAS, and we are not coming alone this time. We are coming prepared in all ramifications. We'll give it peacefully, but when they come with violence, this federal government and INEC, we'll give it to them. Trust me. I speak the mind of millions of Nigerians. So thank you very much, Mr. Najawash, and thank you, my fellow panelists.
God bless you, my brother Alex. Okay, Mr. Shooks, talk to us 1 minute.
Yeah, thank you once again.
Thank you, sir.
I just want to tell everyone, please go and get your PVC. It's very, very important now. We don't have much time. It's just a few days, over 1 month to go. Please go and get your PVC and get ready to vote. That's all I have for Nigerians. We can't miss this opportunity. We can afford it. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much, sir. Mr. Panzer, we're back to you again for 1 minute.
Thank you for everything you're doing, like all of us. We don't know how to make it up to you, but we will at some point try to work it out. But stay steady. One of the biggest things you have is your fairness and
thank you, sir.
Tenacious fight for our country as a patriot. So let me just end the 1 minute, I think, which is in seconds now, by telling our Nigerians. I'm saying, like I said yesterday, no matter everything we talk, we just talk, because I believe, all of us will know what we need to do there. If you don't do anything right now to go get your PVC, select the right person to give you light. Now, be saying you no go get light for your life now. You go there. Or you go in 1800s get lights 24 hours. They have street lamps. Even before electricity come, they put candle inside lamps and hang on the street, so there'll be street light for their streets. We go there. These people come, carry our people, slaves, a few hundred years ago, steal our people because they're smarter than we would be. Carry our people, go as slaves. They steal there, they take our oil. We no get light. We there, they cry every day, 10 years, 20 years, 100 years. They cry. Now, who will give you the light now? Now, him be saying, no, get light for your life now, because we have to. This is how you need power, you need electricity to do anything. You're not stopping anybody. How do we get light? How do we have jobs? How do we have respect for our health? Elderly, they get health care. Mamas, we born Peking, the Peking go have longer lifespan. The only way you could do it is to get the right person, because that presidency has a lot of power over your life or your land or anything way they do to travel. So at the beg on that, I don't think it should be difficult. Select the right people to get into office, from local government to president. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you very much, sir. Before I go, let me quickly show you guys this video here of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I just hope I find this video. Trust me, because I would love. Okay, we have the one for Tinubu here. We are not too sure what he was talking about, but let's listen together.
We reduce the purchasing power of the people, we can further slow down the economy. Let's widen the tax net. Those who are not paying now, if it is inclusive of Bola Tinubu, let the net get bigger and we take in more taxes, and that is what we must do in the country.
Okay, this video is currently trending on Twitter. People are not sure what Bola Ahmed Tinubu was talking about. Like, it's just like the African president that we showed earlier on, who was fatting and and all that. So this is what we are facing right now. Okay, according to what he was saying, you can see here, we will reduce the purchasing power of the people. Listen carefully. We will reduce the purchasing power of the people. and further slow down the economy. Tinubu.
Just like they told us from top to bottom.
Exactly.
Let us put all these things together. Let us put all these things together. It's not by mistake they are saying all this. This is a revelation. This is completely revelation. It's not by mistake they are saying this. So when Buhari said this, we made joke of it and went ahead and do the same thing. Look at the results. This is exactly what they would do. They are telling you, just like Buhari said, from top to bottom. And we laughed over it. Please, Nigerians, let's be careful. Let's do the right thing. There's no going back. There's no going back.
We will reduce the purchasing power of the people. It means that if he wins, automatically he's going to hinder you in every angles of your life. You not go prosper again. Number one. Okay? Here I'm again because Unafi Tosin and Naija was go put that together now.
We reduce the purchasing power of the people. We can further slow down the economy. Let's widen the tax net. Those who are not paying now, if it is inclusive of Bola Tinubu, let the net get bigger and we take in more taxes, and that is what we must do in the country.
That is what we must do in the country. We will reduce the purchasing power of the people and further slow down the economy. Tinubu, that's it. It's right there. I thought I should bring that. But meanwhile, there was a campaign going on for the same people. You know, let's quickly listen to this. I have a lot here on my software. Sometimes getting these things are just hold on. I'm gonna get it now. I'll get close to it. Thought it was here. Okay. Fortunately, that video I can't find it. I thought I can find it so that I can quickly show you guys. The video is supposed to be here. 1 minute, my people. Let me see if I can get that video for you sharply and see what we all are talking about. See what we are talking about. I'm close. Don't worry. Whether they like them or not, I'll bring a come. Okay, this is the video. Listen to what was happening here.
If you have collected your PVC, can we all see you? The whole world is watching you. Let me see you. Let me see you. Let me see you. Will you vote for Nigeria?
Will you vote for PDP? The crowd they rented were responding back by saying no. Will you vote for Atiku Abubakar? They responded back again. They say no. Just watch. Just watch how they are. They almost stoned Atiku to death a couple of days ago. Yeah, even the APC people say.
PVC. If you have collected your PVC, can we all see you? The whole world is watching you. Let me see you. Let me see you. Let me see you. Will you vote for Nigeria? Will you vote for PDP? Will you vote for prosperity? Will you vote for healthcare? Will you vote for education sector? Will you vote for security? If you vote, say PDP.
No, they said no. They said no. God forbid. They rebuked it. You know, these people never see anything. Although we just have a new person that just joined us that will be done random. Mr. Collins, you're not going to be left out. Talk to us in 2 minutes. Good evening to you. Afternoon.
Good morning and good morning to everyone listening to us here. Honestly, when I watched that video yesterday, I don't know what to say. You know, it just to show that when they went ahead and pay all these people, when they rented crowd, at the end of the day, when you see such a video, will justify that all those things have been people being rented. Because if somebody come there willingly, they won't be saying that. It's because they were all rented and come there, so they can speak. They are free to speak their mind. So for me, what those people did there is just to prove to APC and PDP that you can go ahead rent as millions as people you want, but on the day of election, people will vote their conscience. So keep renting people, because man, one thing that P2B have done in this election, P2B have brought people together. As in, when I mean brought Nigeria together. There's a video I saw in Benin today. Somebody, because they gave birth, but the way people rally around because of P2B movement and the whole thing, they're able to sort out their issue. So Nigerians are willing to help themselves. So let them keep renting people. At the end of the day, people will go to polling unit and vote their conscience and take their country back. So I'm happy when I saw that video. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother. Mr. Collins, thanks for coming in to quickly put down your submission right there. As you know, on this platform, we all are learning from each other. People are watching as well, learning from us. So that submission means a lot. Now, so we see my people. We will round up with that particular video again, Chapale.
We reduce the purchasing power of the people. We can further slow down the economy. Let's widen the tax net. Those who are not paying now, if it is inclusive of Bola Tinubu, let the net get bigger and we take in more taxes, and that is what we must do in the country.
Okay. Una see now as we take like I talked about before, now so we take the strand for here. I appreciate every one of you. Now God bless you. Now here now we'll draw the curtain. Join us again later on. We're gonna be here in the next 1 hour. It's supposed to be the next 30 minutes, but I don't know if we can make that. Let's pray in the next hour. Although, let me quickly ask this question here before we go. What we are going to be discussing today is going to be a bit sensitive. Should we put it later in the night, or the next hour is fine for it? Can anybody on the comment section or the panel, since we are discussing divorces, we want to talk about the things that is leading to a lot of divorces that is happening in Nigeria, what our girls are doing right now, what our men are doing for money, what married women are doing to make money outside their marriages, what men are also doing, and all that. So it's a bit sensitive. Should we put it on later on, or the way it looks like now it's going to be 7 p.m. or 7 p.m. is fine?
I think you ought to make that call, because you're here daily, 7 days a week, and many hours. So based on your energy.
No, sir. No, in terms of the energy, I can come out even the next 30 minutes. But what we are saying, because it's sensitive, there are some kind of words there that is only for adults. So in case anybody want to watch us later, if they watch us for telly and your children join you for there, I don't know how it will be, because the kind of video we are going to play is allowed on YouTube, but it's not good for children. That's what I'm saying. That is the kind of words you're going to be hearing.
I'm ambivalent about it. So whenever it's okay with me. All
okay.
Right. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. On the comment section, can somebody quickly respond to me? One or two person. What do you think about that? Talk to us before we go. Sharply. I have 1 minute to wait for a comment on the comment section. What? Just 1 minute. Respond to us. We are waiting. Hello, Judge Biloshe, thanks for joining us. Charles Duru, thanks for joining us. Thank you, my people. Okay. Okay. 1 hour is fine. 1 hour is fine. 1 hour is fine. Okay. 5 p.m. is fine. Harry say 8 p.m. 8 p.m. is 1 hour 30 minutes from now, right? In Nigeria time. 7 p.m. is okay. It's almost the same thing. Okay. All right. That's fine then. So we'll come out by 7 p.m. between 7 and 7:30 then. That will be fine. Thank you very much, my people, for your time with us. And God bless all of you. Continue to share as we take this as a closure.
Peter Obi for president. This message now from Voice of Patriots. Then be correct people wey stand gidigba with Peter Obi and Yusuf Baba Ahmed to say Nigeria must better.
Our great Nigeria is possible. Our great Nigeria is very possible. successful.
I'm my president to be. I want better tomorrow. You know what to do. No. Not the person with me. If you want better tomorrow, no go vote to
Peter Obi dey promise una many good things for this country when I never see before. Yes o, he go fit do am, and even if the thing hard am, he go tell people the truth. Peter Obi ready to lose election sake of say him dey do the right thing than to win am by doing the wrong thing. So we dey beg una, make una remain prayerful. Ask question about those people wey you wan vote for. Ask for their background, where dem come from, wetin dem don do to make your life better. E dey important for you to pray o, and you need to participate for the election. No leave am the way e dey be before. We want this country to work, and we dey pray too make God no allow this situation to continue. We no get any other country o.
Labour Party, Papa, Mama, Pikin, vote Peter Obi for president.
Somebody wave your PVC with a shot. Come on, wave it. We are taking over. We say no to
My people, for this election, Peter Obi no dey come out to represent himself o. No, him dey come out for the millions of youths wey lose hope for this country. Him dey come out for the millions of women wey dey fear for wetin tomorrow go bring for their children. Him dey come for the many poor people wey dey ask whether na crime dem commit to be Nigerian. Na because of una him dey come o, to all the youths of Nigeria. Peter Obi and Yusuf Datti no dey run for president. Na you dey run for president through them. Their government go be real government. Their administration go be the one of the people, for the people, and by the people. Peter Obi don waka around the 36 states of our country and 31 countries from around the world. He don see the problems of Nigeria, and because say if he see them, he go fit to fix them. Sleep sef no dey enter eye because of this problem o, and he know wetin to do to stop am. Peter Obi don see say na hungry and to meet need na im make many people don enter criminal activity, and with better job and food, people go comot hand for crime. Na that one na Peter Obi sabi do to create job and wealth. So make we join am to rescue our country.
Labour Party, Papa, Mama, Pikin, vote Peter Obi for president.
This message now from Voice of Patriots. Dem be correct people wey stand gidigba with Peter Obi and Yusuf Baba Ahmed to say Nigeria must better.
Hausa man no be, Yoruba man no be, Igbo man no be, Middle Belt no be, Niger Delta no be. Let us come together for better Nigeria. For better life, for better health, for better road. Momo láti sọ̀rọ̀, I no dey do competition with anybody. If I offend you, forgive me. Show me love, kó jẹ́ bizabiza. Ká máa bára wa lò nínú ìfẹ́ kan akànbí. I no dey do competition with anybody. If I offend you, forgive me. Show me love, I go show you love, but I know they do competition with anybody. Forgive me, show me love, I go show you love. Ká má bára wa lò nínú ìfẹ́ kan. I don't dey do competition with anybody. If I offend you, forgive me. Show me love, I go show you love. Ká má bára wa lò nínú ìfẹ́ kan. They do competition with anybody. If I offend you, forgive me. tó bá ti sanwó fún Ṣẹ́gun nàbí o ẹ fẹ́ jókù alákọ̀bí Ṣẹ́gun nàbí alákọ̀bí sábà mẹ́la anybody any bobo anybody mo ló ń fọlú ó gbà mí bó ṣe rí mi láti finishi délé mo ló ń fọlú ẹ jẹ́ ń sọ̀rọ̀ délé o